Phil, another victory, Harriers extending that unbeaten run, and a performance that will send the fans away happy tonight.
I hope so. It's certainly sending me happy, and or making me happy, shall I say, the way the players applied themselves tonight. Apart from, strangely enough, a minute before half time where we just decided to not down tools but just drop off and let South Shields play. And like any team at this level or in any league, if you allow people to play because you're not doing what you were told to do or not doing what the game plan was supposed to be doing, then Shields got into our penalty box quite easily, and that was a warning sign for the second half. I went after the players at half time at 3-0 up. You might think that's crazy, but I think we've set a standard here with the ball and without the ball, and without the ball I think the closing down of the front three has got us a result at Curzon Ashton, it's got us a result against Farsley Celtic, and now tonight in the first 44 minutes of the game it was 3-0 one-way traffic because of the front three. But as soon as you drop off, as soon as you stop doing what you've preached or practiced on the training ground, then things happen and the opposition can play. I've always talked about cause and effect. You know, if the cause of us closing the opposition down is the effect is you've got to be able to pass it through us. Shields did at times, but didn't do it often enough and didn't get into our penalty box or final third often enough. And consequently, when we closed them down properly and we got the ball back, we won it in the final third, and then we hurt them. So 3-0 at half time, a lot of people can say it's dead and buried, but you know, the odd game can quite easily turn against you. Substitutions, a goal against the run of play, whatever. People get their tails up, and next thing you know, you're guarding against a 3-1 and a 3-2. I wanted to make sure that we didn't, and the players who put in a professional performance, has to be said, in the second half, and that was the reason why we got the result that we got. I'm absolutely delighted for the goalkeeper. I think this, you know, he has nothing to do in some of these games, no saves to make, very few shots to face. But they're the hard ones, you know, they're the difficult games, and I think he's got, I'm saying we have got 5 clean sheets out of the last 6 games, which is testimony to quite a few. I could name names, but the back 5 again kept another clean sheet with the mentality that when we've got the ball, we're doing quite well with the ball, no doubt about it. But when you give the ball away, you get your numbers behind it, and you get organised, and you put your bodies on the line, and that's why we've got the clean sheet.
At the other end of the field, 4 goals. And I think some people were talking before the game saying that there was going to come a side here who were going to actually catch a barrage of Harriers when Harriers could put the ball in the back of the net.
Yeah, which is, again, it's a nice to have or need to have. I wouldn't have said that was necessary criticism of the strikers. I think the strikers are doing their job. I'm asking strikers to work hard without the ball. Then when the opportunity comes, they're closer to the opposition's goal. Makes sense to me, that's a better chance. But the passing and the moving has been to be admired. You know, I give Topi Obideo a chance when Mazquia gets called up for international duty. And I think he's grabbed his chance, to tell you the truth. I know Maz has had a great start to the season, and everybody probably go-to man first on the team sheet in a lot of games, but I think Toby today showed he belied his age, which is 35. His experience was there for everybody to see. Lovely left foot, controls the ball, keeps it quite often, and got himself a goal on the end of a cross by Himo with a header. There was lots to admire about the front three. There's lots to admire about the quality of the service that the front three got, but yeah, the goal scorers got their goals, and the subs came off the bench and contributed. And we even had a defender score tonight, Joe Folks, which is the first defender to score for us this season. Maka was celebrating a little bit where that was concerned, but Joe played a great part in a good performance, and I'm delighted for him, and give him a little bit of a rest, and hopefully throw him at Halezone on Saturday and see if he can do the same.
Yeah, so you got Halezone coming up. Tonight was a game against your birthplace, the club of your birthplace, and you got on Saturday a return of a Harriers hero in Russ Penn, who got Harriers promoted, and
yeah,
there'll be a lot on that game, won't there?
Absolutely. You know, we'll be making changes for sure. I've got a squad that's chomping at the bit. It is important to me, as was pointed out at the chairman's lunch by the chairman. But the rich vein of form that we're in, where the league's concerned, is the most important part of the season for me. Everybody looks at league tables as they always do, and we were languishing, so I was told, in the middle of the division, probably 5 or 6 weeks ago. We're now doing okay, in my opinion. So the season has turned upwards a notch or two, but that's what happens in seasons, you know, when you lose players like Alex Penny and Luke Summerfield and Amari Morgan-Smith and Paul Downing, and these are big players for Ben Beresford. Just showed again tonight that he's had another little 30 minutes cameo role, and he looks like he's chomping at the bit, and he'll be playing some part on Saturday, and hopefully his season will kick on the way we know it can, and we might have another goal scorer on our hands. But when you win 4, it's fantastic, it's great, but to keep that clean sheet for me is the most important part as a defender. Cam Candle has come to the party like a man possessed, and he's just shown that credit, you know, the quality that he had, obviously, for to be at Wolverhampton Wanderers for that length of time is coming out and is there for everybody to see. But listen, I'm delighted for everybody connected with Kidderminster Harriers at the moment, but none more so than the players themselves. You know, they've applied themselves in the manner that we expect, and we've set a standard, and they've sort of they've more than grabbed that standard and raised the flag even higher today. So long may that continue.